Many of them trying to gain access to the game between Brazil, the host of the Confederations Cup tournament, which is going on here in Brazil at the moment. It is a test event a year ahead of the World Cup, which is hosted here next year. At times, I'm afraid to report, there were some running battles between police and protesters. Tear gas and rubber bullets have been fired. That is not an unusual scene in several cities throughout Brazil over the last week or so. Sao Paulo, Belém and Rio de Janeiro have also been beset in the past. Well, later today, the protests that have beset Brazil over the past week to 7 days will come back to Rio. On Monday night, they had a sizable protest of about 100,000 people in the city. Thursday, they're now expecting 500,000 people to protest against what is seen as the rising cost of living here in Brazil. And in Rio, one of the largest cities in the country, 500,000 people are going to voice their disapproval at the government. Bus fares, metro fares are rising, and also the cost of staging the World Cup next year, which is being held in Brazil across 12 cities. I believe that the money should not be coming out of the public purse. It should be private money. Not as much public money should be spent on it. They are using the Confederations Cup, which is a test event ahead of the World Cup in a year's time, to voice their anger and to get international media to show their concerns. It's gathered pace over the last week. There were demonstrations in Fortaleza yesterday during the Brazil-Mexico game, and today in Rio. 500,000 people could be lining the streets of the city to hopefully march peacefully from the central area up towards the Maracanã, where another Confederations Cup game will take place between Spain and Tahiti.